every generation had some cultural representation. Is your point of view that gender dysphoria is the current manifestation of that pattern of behavior that we've seen over the generations?
That's not exactly my view. My view is that it's not limited to young people. I think there's something unique going on in America right now. It's true of all of us. Some of this comes from self-reflection, but I think it's true for most of us that we're hungry to be part of something bigger than ourselves, yet we cannot even answer what it means to be an American or what it means to believe in God or what God is. And we have come up with new false idols that substitute for that. So you want to talk about generational history. I mean, Moses, by the time he comes down from the mountaintop, you got the golden calf. Israelites are lost in the desert. They say they want to go back and be ruled by the Pharaoh. Yeah, I think that the historical trend I'm talking about is a slightly different one and maybe has a longer arc to it than the one you're talking about. But my diagnosis is not specific to young people. It's specific to where we are in a national history when, like a bunch of blind bats in a cave, right? How does a bat figure out where it is? It sends out echolocation signals, sonar signals that come back and say, this is where I am. I think we human beings are wired to do the same thing. And the pillars, the walls, the fixed points of truth, from family to faith, to patriotism, to hard work, to individual pride, the things that used to ground us, when those things disappear, we're now sending out these signals and then nothing's coming back. And so we're making up new pillars instead. And maybe one of them is a trans flag. And maybe one of them is a Ukraine flag. And maybe one of them is a climate cult. And maybe one of them is a racial intersectional hierarchy. I do have a deep point of agreement with you and Jason that I think we sometimes get too hung up, both sides, maybe even Republicans a lot so right now, on the symptoms without getting to a deeper discussion of the deeper cancer, the deeper void that we need to fill.